Alright, I'm currently at a friend's place. I'm going to be camping outside tonight. First time using this tent in Germany. And then I'm not sure if you can hear. Got super wet ground, so we'll see how this goes. I moved it is because of all these molehills. I've been tasked with trying to catch it. Well, tasked myself with trying to catch it. And I think they come out at night. And I've got one right in front of my tent. So we'll see. That's all set up. Just gonna get the rest of my gear from inside and put it in, then come back hunting for tonight. I've come up with an idea. If I flatten all the molehills, I should be able to at least see where they're coming from, like whereabouts in the ground they are, because there's just so many. So I'm going to go around flattening them all and hopefully track down some moles. I've pretty much knocked over all the piles of dirt, the molehills, all the way around here. So now I should be able to tell whereabouts in the yard the moles are. That's a running theory. That, or I've scared them all away and there's no longer moles here. Maybe they've moved over. Oh. But the plan is that seeing I've got rid of all these molehills, I should be able to, when they come back up, I'll see the new hill and know the moles are in that area. Then I can sit and wait for one to come and pounce on it and grab it. But now it's just a waiting game. It's a couple hours later and now we're looking for molehills to see if they've sprouted up. That's new, I believe. I don't think I missed that, nor that. So they're around my tent. My tent's just over there. Ah, new looking molehill, I believe. I don't know. So they should be still around here. So just gotta sit around here with a light on because I think moles are blind. I'm not sure. And I kind of don't want to Google it because I like the idea of going in blind myself. it feels like an adventure, because if I Google it and get all the information, then it's just step by step following a program. But they don't seem to be up further. Wait. Nah. But down the backyard, where I put my tent. That's good. Now it's a waiting game. It's a couple hours later, doing another patrol for the mole. Does not look promising up the top part of this house yard. But I believe, if anywhere, it's going to be down here. That'll be where the best chance of finding it will be. What have we got over here? Is this a mound? That's an old mound, it's been driven on. Doesn't look too promising. Oh, that's a new one. That's a new mound. You can tell because it's on an old mound. The moles are about. Sleep shall not come until we spot a mole. That's one mound, one new mound. Oh, I had an idea. Big brainwave idea. There's no guarantee that this is gonna do anything, because I know nothing about moles. But if this works, I'm a genius. And I deserve A++. I was given some apples for my trip here by the people, lovely people that I was staying with. And I think moles may like apples. I don't have any reason why I think that. Just I like apples, so moles might like apples. I've got two of them, and the plan is we're gonna lay these out in the yard, then hope the moles are attracted to the apple, and then come back up. So we know they're there. We know that they're around, because they obviously dug a new mound hole. That was an old one, I reckon. Unless they're out in this paddock. What I will do is I'll go to that one we just found, and I'll put an apple on that. I believe it was... where was it? I'm gonna just say it was there. Put an apple on the dirt pile, and we'll hope that attracts a mole. And we'll put one a little bit closer here. I think this was actually that dirt mound that we had before. Put one there. And wait and see. If I just sit here for a bit, maybe I'm trying not to move too much, because I think the moles may be able to feel the movement in the soil. I have heard that they can't see very well, so I'm just assuming that they substitute that with feeling or maybe scent. So maybe me being here is setting off a smell. So they know I'm here and they're not gonna come up. I don't know. Starting to rain. Getting all over my tent. But if we're careful, we might find some moles. Just digging, maybe. Maybe if I'm downwind. The wind seems to be going that way. So if I'm over here, in theory, they can't smell me. See, there's heaps of molehills on the other side of this fence. Out there, there's heaps of them. Don't see no mole. I don't even know if they come up above ground at any stage during the digging. Maybe they just push it all out from underneath. My theory is I should be able to see the pushing. Really hope it doesn't get too windy and too wet. Do one last look and then we'll go in our tent to wait for a little bit longer. Hopefully this rain passes. Apple 1 did not get touched. Nor did any more molehills be created. Apple 2, not touched. Now let's go to the front yard to inspect up there. Is there any in this area? Some sort of water just went everywhere. Don't think so. Not looking like there's any more hills being created up here. What about this? I think that's an old one. I'm not sure. It looks pretty much the same as I left it, with no molehills. So I'm gonna run to the tent and get in there and hope that the rain passes. It's currently like 7:30. I ended up just going to bed last night because the rain wouldn't stop, as you can probably still hear. It's spitting still, but it's now daylight, well, getting daylight outside. So I should probably get up and see if there's any more molehills or if they took our bait. If they took the bait, then we know what we need to catch more moles. If they don't take our bait, then we have 2 apples to eat. All waterproofed. Now to go check out some moles. My shoes are dry, that's good. It's a bit wet outside, as you can see by the raindrops. So we're going to be dealing with that. But let's go. Doesn't look like the apples have been attacked. Just finished closing up my tent. This is the first time I'm using this tent in rain. and it actually did pretty well. Before we look for moles, gotta let out some chickens. Good morning, chickens. Good morning. See any moles last night? No, me neither. Okay. I believe that we scared them last night, so they didn't come back. Because, as you can see, our apple trap is still pretty fine. Still a good apple. But there are no more molehills, and that apple hasn't been touched. Either they kept away from the surface because it started raining, I disturbed them too much, so they didn't want to come back, or they could smell me outside the whole time. But my theory is if they could smell me, they would have went up here, which does not look like they did that. Looks like it's all demold. Not the outcome I wanted, but I think it's a win. Because now there's no moles in this yard. Disappointing a bit though. There will be other chances. Hopefully more successful. Is that a deer? Oh no, that's a deer. Oh my goodness. I think it came for the apple. Slow zoom. That is a deer. What are deers? Oh, there's more over there. Oh. Scared some. That's kind of cool. And it's a lovely little house yard with Ted and one Australian. Let's see what we can figure out. I thought seeing we didn't find any moles in the backyard, we'd come to a forest and have a look around and see what we can find here. But I think we have to be quiet so we don't scare everything. Also, I don't know if this is private property. I think I was told it's private property. So I don't think I'm meant to be in here. But no risk, no reward. Look how dense it is. That's some thick forest. It's like mushrooms, I think, but I don't think they're good. Whoa. trees are like rowing together and making like a scary creaking noise, which is a bit terrifying. I think we're almost to the other side. It's not a big forest. I'm keen to see, it's probably just paddocks. What's over here? Looks like it might be just a creek. Yeah, I think that might be a creek there. Just a little bit further in. And the town's just there. Road. Paddocks. It looks a lot brighter on the camera than it actually is here. There's some, I'm not sure if you can see them, geese. Where are they? Lost them. Oh, it's greenery. Most of the trees are like grey and dead, which I don't have a problem with. It still looks cool. But apparently everything's better in summer, so I'm very keen to see that. I thought a train was coming. Ah, that's spiky. I think that's blackberries. Found that. Rabbit. There's not much wildlife in winters. I hear there's squirrels here. I kind of want to see them. They're red squirrels. Can't catch moles. Can't see the squirrels. They're asleep. More blackberries. It's not working out on the wildlife exploring front. On the getting stabbed repeatedly in the leg with blackberries. It's working pretty well.